Hi students, in our previous topic lesson, we were dealing with the issues of vitamins, their sources, the role and deficiency symptoms. And I remember putting across that the ease of understanding the naming of the vitamin, it is good to use what we call letter designation, so that we have vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Now, we were in the process of discussing vitamin B complexes, and we had started off with vitamin B1. We had started off with B1. This is nutrition. And chapter is vitamins. So we started with B1. That's the name of the vitamin B1. And B1 is also known as Riboflavin. We are done with B1. Let's go straight to B2. B2 is also called Riboflavin. And this vitamin comes from the same sources as that of B1. So, sources, if we recall those of B1, we have unpolished cereals. We also have, for animals, we have the fish, the liver, and they also kidneys. These are the natural sources of the vitamin B1, B2. We also have green vegetables. Now, what is the role of vitamin B2 or riboflavin? We have what we call the normal. We have the normal skin function. Is one of the role of vitamin B2, riboflavin, and it's also needed for cell respiration. When the body does not have vitamin B2, we have a disease condition which we call pellagra. And this condition is indicated by what we call the skin disorders. Skin disorder is a major indicator that one is having that disease condition we call pellagra. We move on to other vitamin B complexes. We have what we call vitamin B5. B5 is also referred to as the pantothenic acid. The source, similar to B1. So when we understand the source of B1, then we know the sources. This comprises then of unpolished cereals. We have the kidneys, the liver, the fish. So these are the sources of the B1. And therefore, in addition to that, we also have eggs. So eggs are included here. The eggs. What is the role of B5? Again, this is needed for respiration. boost the process of respiration. It is also needed for the normal functioning of the nervous system. So nervous communication. When a person does not have this vitamin B5, we have something wrong with the nervous system. So malfunctioning of nervous system. A situation where you feel like your nerves are not coordinating well, maybe your hand is not operating well, your leg, or any other area that may indicate that all is unwell with the nerves. And then we have the vitamin, the B12. Yes, we have a vitamin B12. The other name for vitamin B12 is what we call cobalamin. Where does B12 come from? Here we have the liver, the beef, and the kidney. The liver, beef, the kidney. Same as those from the others. What is the role of this vitamin? Now, vitamin B12 is needed for formation of blood cells. And therefore, deficiency of this vitamin B12 normally leads to a disease we call anemia. And the special type of anemia coming because of lack of B12, we call it pernicious anemia. Anemia is a general term that we used to say that somebody doesn't have enough of the red blood cells. Then we move on to the vitamin C. Vitamin C is also what we call ascorbic acid. The ascorbic acid. Where does vitamin C come from? Here, I think I need to recall, to remind you again, we have the fruits here of different categories. These are fruits. Incidentally, they all belong to the berries, but that doesn't mean that it's only the berries that provide vitamin C. So we have fruits, and not just the fruits, but fresh fruits. You need not write all of them here. We have the citrus fruits, we have passion fruits, tomatoes, tree tomato, and many others. What about the role? What's the role of vitamin C? Now, vitamin C is said to be very important in protection of the body against diseases. Is one of its major roles. And therefore, failure to have vitamin C, it leads to reduced immunity, and one condition that is so common is a disease condition we call scurvy. And this scurvy is indicated by bleeding gums, bleeding of the gums of the teeth, particularly early in the morning. So, In addition to this disease condition we call scurvy, we also have generally reduced immunity. Probably you may have heard of people say that when you have common cold, look for citrus fruits, especially lemons. This is to give high content of vitamin C, and then when you improve the immunity, then the common cold will go down. Of course, common cold is caused by viruses, and viruses do not have any cure or treatment. Therefore, for you to control that condition, just have your body boost immunity. Thank you very much for listening to me. Let's meet next time.